What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be unboxing yolopark Orion packs and Optimus Prime, which is basically the cog and cogless version of Orion from Transformers 1. So these are by the same people who made this lovely specimen right here, who's just sitting by himself. And yeah, let's open up and see what's inside. Okay, so here's what we had inside both boxes. Here we have Orion packs. We have Optimus Prime here, which, yes, these are completely different. Oh my goodness, you can see how big Optimus is compared to Orion. So let's actually look at Orion first. Orion, if you didn't know, was the pre-version of Optimus before he got his cog. But you wouldn't have known that if you haven't watched Transformers 1. But yeah, he's got some articulation. There's ball joint at the head. Only using one hand right now because my stand that I usually use for videos is broken. So that's fun. It's got a ball joint here at the shoulder. Arm can move out. A swivel. Swivel at the shoulder. Bend at the elbow. There's actually a double bend. And a ball joint at the wrist. But apparently the wrist on his other hand, this one, doesn't work correctly. There's a twist at the hips. Skirts are ball jointed. There's a ball joint, so he can move this far. This. Not that far back. Could go really far, kick. And that's his knee. There's a ball joint of the foot, so obviously that can make a swivel. And let's talk about his accessories. So Orion comes with a pair of closed hands, open hands, saluting hands. I think these what these are. And then his other accessories, he has a jetpack and his cog, which all of the pre-cog versions have these two accessories, so I'm not going to be talking about those accessories about the other characters, but you can switch out this and put it right here on this back. From what I see from other videos, you can take off this chest piece, put the cog in there, but I am not able to do it with my grimy hands, so I'm not even going to try and remove it. So let's actually talk about Optimus, who is humongous, I must say. He is a big dude. He is 20 centimeters. So, Prime has kind of the same amount of motion. He has a ball joint at the head, a very tight one, because I don't know why, but they decided to switch the ball joints, where, like, the hands are not pegs, they are the ball joint, or the socket, and then the head is also the ball joint itself, which makes me scared because I might rip, because I might tear it. Same thing with the hands. I don't like it. I don't like how they switched the pegs, because, like, look, you can see the peg on the hand. This, the hand, is just the socket, and the head is also the peg, which in Orion, it's not. So if I could just rip Orion's head off, okay, I can't, but you can clearly see that, like, it's not. Which kind of bums me out, and kind of scared to rip him. But, yeah, he's got ball joints at his skirt. He actually has 2 ball joints each. There is a ball joint at the waist. Big ball joint here. Go this far forward. This far back. Spread. Swivel at the thigh. And I just, yeah, knee, and then a ball joint at the foot. So let's talk about Optimus's accessories. Oh my goodness, the word left my mouth. So with a pair of closed hands, you also get a pair of open hands. Unfortunately, there's only one salute hand, and then for the other hand, you get this grabby hand that can hold this blaster, which I don't know where it came from, but yeah, he has a blaster now. So let's just do some size comparisons. So here we have the size comparison with Scourge, Sonic the Hedgehog, or at least the Jack specific version, and the last one, Mario. Just Mario. Ooh. But yeah, if I were you, I would actually get these guys because like, these are really cool. Some of the joints might be a little bit too stiff, but that's all right, because you know nothing is perfect. But I will really recommend this, like a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, because like these guys are really really awesome. So see you guys next time. Bye. What is up, you guys? This is the same day when I opened up these two figures, but it might not be the same day I post them. But here we have Yolopark Transformers 1 D16 and Megatron. Basically, if you don't know, D16 is basically Megatron, but without like his power and stuff like that. So, really not that much to say about the boxes. They look pretty cool with the official character render. And let's just open them up, see what's inside. So here we have both Megatron and D16, which, oh my goodness, Megatron was so hard to open because he had like the little plastic things that were holding it down, and also like the plastic thing that was holding him in was like very brittle. So yeah, and these hands were impossible to put in the socket or the ball joint. The head was very easy, but oh my goodness, the head for this guy was so hard to put on. But I'm just gonna talk about the accessories for D16 first. So with a pair of open hands, you also get closed hands, a pointing hand, and a jetpack, and a cog that you can actually fit inside of his chest. His articulation is very similar to Orion Pack, so we're just gonna move on to Megatron. So Megatron has a few accessories. You can see that he has his ion cannon, like this little gun turret that I don't remember where it came from. But for hands, you get these like scary, like grabby looking hands. You get more relaxed kind of hands. I'm not putting them on those because that is impossible to get on. You also get closed fists. And for articulation for Megatron, it is literally the exact same thing as Orion packs. So I'm guessing like all these are going to be the same as these guys. So I'm not going to be talking about the articulation for these guys, but I will be talking about the articulation for him and him, which is basically the same as all of them. But I will be talking about their accessories, so even though they're the same. But yeah, let's open up B. So I decided instead of filming each character on their own, I'm going to be filming all 8 characters together. So that way, you know, more time to actually get to building this thing, which will be the next video after this huge bundle. So yeah, let's open up B. So here we have B-127 and Bumblebee. Again, the really good renders of the characters, so let's just open up and see what's inside. So here we have B-127 and Bumblebee, or as you want, you could call him Badassatron, because that's obviously who he is. So yeah, he's actually one of the shortest ones here, with Optimus being the second tallest, and then obviously D16, and then Bumblebee, obviously the shortest one here compared to Megatron and Optimus. If I can get them. Yep, don't fall. Don't. Yeah. So I'm actually gonna take a look at Bumblebee, which I'm gonna be honest, they all have the same, not accessories, articulation, so I'm not gonna even focus on that. But I will talk about his accessories, which are different from all the others. So obviously you already know about the hands, like bam, bam, bam. The cog and the jetpack are the same as all the other characters. But interesting thing about B, he actually comes with a helmet. This is the helmet that we see him in when he's first introduced in the movie. You can't flip it down, but you can make it look like it got flipped down. If it will stay, okay, it's not gonna stay. That was loud. That was really loud. But yeah, let's take a look at Bumblebee. So Bumblebee is really interesting, but there's the thing. His face, there is a separate face, but I cannot for the life of me remove his face. It's battle mask. But speaking of accessories, we're actually going to talk about them. He has 2 relaxed hands, 2 trigger hands, even though there is no gun, and 2 knife hands. There's also a blaster. There's also something that you can do with the arm. If you push it, to pull it out, push it in, you can also be done with this arm. Articulation is the same as all the other ones. So let's open up with Alita 1, which is the same name for both of them, which, okay, cool. So here we have the last set of characters. We have Alita 1 and Alita 1. For some reason, they didn't change the name, but we're gonna open up, see what's inside again. Renders, cool, yada yada yada. So here we have Alita 1 precog mode and then Alita cogs mode. So basically, these are kind of the same figure, just one is just bigger and more detailed. So we're gonna move on to accessories because again, articulation is the same as all of them, but yeah. So let's start with precogged Alita 1. So Alita 1's hands are very impossible to take off, so I'm not going to even try. But we have relaxed hands, we have these grabby hands, we also have closed hands. For her other accessories, obviously you already know, jetpack and cog. Yeah. Then Alita post-cogged, her accessories are closed hands, relaxed hands, and, well, yeah, 2 closed hands, 1 grabby hand, and 1 pointing hand. And she also comes with this blaster that also came with Orion, or Optimus, so I'll show you what she looks like with this. Yep, that's what she looks like with this in her hand. So yeah, all these figures are really cool on their own. But if you want, for playability, I suggest you get the precog versions. But if you want something that's more display, then I suggest you get these guys. But all in all, if I were to suggest anything, I would rate these guys a solid 8 out of 10. Some of them have very stiff joints. Some of them are impossible to put hands in or heads in. And then they're just impossible to take pieces out in case if you messed up. So, if I were you, I would suggest getting these guys, because these are pretty easier to, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. These are pretty easier to, like, handle, but yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, which actually will be another video instead of, like, a jumbled up compilation of toys. But yeah, I'm out.